Hey guys, how's it going? Had a little bit of a chance, so figured I'd tear this 865. It's a 365 neotec is what it is. It's one of their earlier ones, and I don't know if this was a store return or what. It was given to me by a gift by a friend. I don't know if he wants to be named or not, but I decided to take a look at it. I've known a few of these problems on these things from helping other people diagnose their neotecs as well, their early ones. I don't know if the newer ones have got it straightened out or not, but the biggest reason I split the case, biggest reason that people can't never seem to get their neotec to run right is ignition problems. And everybody, when they first come out, everybody's thinking it was the coil. It's not. It's in the crankshaft right here. This is an OEM. Yeah. Hold on a minute here. Yeah. Yeah, if you hold this one up in the light, it says Sweden 15-43. And it's got the Husqvarna symbol. This is the OEM one. This is the China neotec one. And the problem that they run into, it's going to be hard to get you on camera, but the flywheel key is almost a whole key. So the flywheel key is almost a whole key advanced retarded on these. If you don't have a good jig, the flywheel keys. The flywheel key is off on it. To try to give you an example, it is almost a flywheel key and a half retarded. But so to fix that, you either got to notch out your crank or your keyway and clock the flywheel to get your timing back. I don't recommend doing that. I just recommend pitching the crankshaft. I have one right now. I used to have a Farmer Tech crank sitting around. I was curious to see how it lines up to a Farmer Tech crank, but I have this used OEM crank that I'm going to throw in this thing. This thing has definitely been ran. It's got, massive wear on one side of the piston, not the other. So that's got me a little bit concerned as well. I don't know if the cylinder's crooked and putting pressure more on one side, or if, things in here just aren't lined up right. But yeah, that bearing's crunchy. So I need new bearings and seals. But right here, when I took it apart, this was sitting behind the oil pump. That's part of the crank seal. So the thing had an air leak. I get the clutch drum off from it and then get looking at it, and it's like something didn't look right here, and I've never seen one of these break here. I'm trying to think which way this goes in. Thinking, no, that's for a different one. Right here. This one lines up with this one, I think. Yeah, a couple of these were floating and rattling around in here. So this thing had clutch issues, so I'm gonna have to get a clutch for it. I'm debating on whether or not to go 72 cc's or Tanton said he'd send me a 48 millimeter top end for this thing so I could build it for my 65 cc race saw. I'm not sure which way I want to go yet. Compared to the other clones I've had, this tank, as soon as you grab onto it, you can tell it's a clone. This has harsh spots that push on your palm. The trigger feels blocky. Just doesn't feel very nice made. And I think I'm gonna steal the low top cover. I don't know how bad it. Oh, that's pretty close. I might steal the low top setup out of this and transplant it back into my. So I got this really bright. That's pretty close, man. I got a pretty bright high top cover here, and I got that fugly looking one on this 372, and the color just didn't match right, but it's pretty close to that. And I don't know, this one's not too terribly bad, so I'll probably switch this one back over to a low top and take the high top stuff I can put into that one. Just some stuff I've been thinking through my head. They obviously have had some big end problems. So from the factory they put an extra oil hole in there too. I personally wouldn't run this crank. But, it did not roll over nice in there at all, but I don't know if it's from them crunchy bearings or hopefully the center line is all lined up. The cases do say Sweden on them, but gosh, I don't know, I'm having a hard time. There's razor sharp flashing on. If you move just right, that thing will lay you open. I'll probably take my Dremel and knock all that stuff down, but I'm gonna have to get a gasket kit, bearing seals, clutch. I need a brake flag for this thing, and then I gotta figure out, because I have this coated Dukes piston that Dubs gave me. It's 372. I got the rings and everything for it. I think I don't have the clips. I think I robbed the clips or something else. And I got this Raisman I bought off eBay. It was supposed to have been a one ring piston. It came two, so I never ended up using it. That thing feels major heavy. I don't probably end up stealing the rings out of there and use this for something else. But could steal the clips, but it's got the Farmer Tech style clips that I don't like, so I don't know. And I got one other ported aftermarket cylinder that's 372. Let me pause, I'll go grab it. And it took me a minute to find it, but I got this one that I've done band work in and cut the base and stuff. Looks like it can fit pretty good. So I got some thinking to do, or I could pick up a 371 piston for this cylinder, or could wait and get that cylinder from Tanton, and then I could have an OEM crank got a Farmer Tech flywheel. And I've already checked the flywheels from an OEM one. It's not a flywheel timing issue, but I have an OEM flywheel to go with that OEM crank. So just trying to run some scenarios through my head. Could probably buy some seals, bearings, gasket kit, clutch, brake flag. Put the OEM 365 cylinder that Tanton offered me in this, and I think I could build a pretty decent 365 that would have, you know, at least the guts would be OEM. So I don't know, that gasket all come apart. There's a bunch of white corrosion inside of here. Razor sharp flashing everywhere. You can definitely tell this is one of their earlier models before they stepped their game up. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think I should do. Should I go OEM top end 365, or should I just screw it, throw that Dukes piston in this, do a little bit more cleanup, adjust the numbers some, put it together as a 372 with a few OEM parts? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm gonna call this a vid here, get on eBay, and order up my gaskets, bearings, and clutch and brake flag, I think. Sounds like a plan. I ain't had much sleep, but it popped apart real easy. 3/4 of the bolts weren't even really super tight. But that wearing on one side of the pistons got me pretty alarmed. It's got a bolt on. I'm gonna have to order up an intake boot to it. I do not think I've got another intake boot. Might. I guess I do. I think that's one right here for 372. Okay, so looks like I got an intake boot. Yeah, this is an open port. The cylinder's actually in really good shape. I just don't know. Maybe I'll throw it on a mandrel and see if it's squared on all four corners. Maybe the jug's sitting crooked. Hard to say, but I wouldn't run this anyway, but somebody out there might need a 365 cylinder. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna stew on it for a little bit and go order some parts. But some sort of video. Like I said, this thing obviously had issues right from the get-go. That clutch had to have been clanging and clattering around. Had to have been sucking air because that's part of the seal. And if you look in here, you can see right where that went to. It's like the factory. Try to get you guys a shot of this thing. Right there, you can see the rip in the seal. I didn't do that, so still got the grease on it from where they greased the seal putting it in there. I think they were in a hurry when they put this piece in there, and must be they clipped it. So this thing probably ran really erratic. Looks like it's had a carburetor swap on it at one time. I don't think this is the carburetor that comes with them. It says Hylac on it, so maybe I'll have a good decent carburetor for it and won't have to pick one of them up. But I don't know. I got you some sort of footage out here, guys. You let me know what you think I should do. I've already got two 50 millimeter 372s. I got the white one that I somehow either got to get shipped back or go down and pick up. It's sitting in Ohio right now. It was down at Hopperstock. And then I got that orange one under there. And then I got the one that I sent off to Chad that Chad's testing for me. And I think he's going to end up getting that one off me. I think he said he really, really liked it and wanted it. So I'll probably end up unloading that one onto him. And then I've got this one. So I don't know. Got a lot on my brain. But I've blabbered on here enough, guys. You guys take it easy and have a good one.